I had to get to algebra next. Mrs. Byrne wore comfortable black dress shoes and a pink business suit that clashed with her bright red hair. It must have naturally been pretty flat and straight, but the world would never know for sure because she'd kept it in a tightly curled perm as long as anyone could remember. She usually had us tackle worksheets and calculate equations from the text. Thankfully, Matt was too dumb for algebra, so I didn't have to deal with him for another hour. But Nora had world history at the same time, and I wouldn't see her until the end of the school day. It was a little lonely without her sitting in the desk next to me. So I did what I usually did when I was left to myself, and started thinking about my other secrets. Everyone knew that my mom, Isabel, died a year ago. She used to work at Erickson Lumber Company, one of the last wood treatment plants in the Twin Cities. She often had to handle the chemicals for the wood treatment in the pulp plant. She ended up getting acute lymphoblastic leukemia and died within months of her diagnosis. ELC never took responsibility for how their chemicals might have caused my mom's cancer, but it was hard to imagine it being anything else. What everyone didn't know was that every time I thought about my mom, my mind went blank. I couldn't follow a conversation, read a book, or even talk about it. I could hardly remember her funeral. I tried to look at old family photos and could sometimes remember her teaching me to ride a bike or getting me to line up for grand entry at the summer powwows. But the memories seemed so faint and long ago. I preferred not to think about her because that made it easier for me to function, but it still felt like there was a black hole where she had been,